were you the one that ended up shooting that lady?
This is what I'm trying to tell you. I did not kill that girl, so everything that you saying, I don't really care.
The man you see here is Kawan Holmes, a killer whose girlfriend was found riddled with bullets just days ago. And Holmes will do his best to act innocent, but little does he know, his victim solved her own murder.
Yeah, my boyfriend's me out. I have the gun.
People are going to down the road are the ones that are going to look at this, and they're going to look at you as that person that doesn't give a shit, or it's this guy that may have made a mistake.
On June 12, 2017, the children of 41-year-old Angela Gagne grew worried about their mother. For 2 days since June 10th, she had completely fallen off the radar. This silence was unusual for her, a loving mother of 5 who often kept in touch with her children. Concerned, her eldest daughter requested a police welfare check for Angela's house on Woodbeach Drive in Fort Worth, Texas. When officers arrived, they were met with a horrific scene. The front door was left wide open, and lying lifeless in one of the spare bedrooms was Angela. She had been shot 4 times, and her house was a wreck. Loud music was blaring, an entertainment center had been ripped from the walls, and 3 flat-screen TVs were missing from the home. At first glance, it looked like a home invasion, but that theory didn't last long. After assessing the scene and Angela's body, investigators realized the evidence pointed not to burglary, but to a domestic assault. Moreover, a stovetop had been left turned on for more than 2 days. Whoever did this wanted the house and Angela to go up in flames, erasing any trace of what really happened. But who would go this far to cover up such a brutal murder? As it turns out, Angela herself had already given detectives a clue about her killer. Just days earlier, on June 4th, she made the following 911 call.
617, what is that you're calling about? Yeah, my boyfriend's me out. I have the gun.
For police. What's the officer call?
Yeah, so like press charges on him.
You were.
Yes, I was.
This boyfriend was likely the individual behind her murder, but who was he? After speaking to neighbors and Angela's friends, detectives identified him as Kawan Tiakai Holmes, a man she had only started dating in early June. Ultimately, by late July, investigators tracked Kawan down in Crestview, Florida, and brought him in for questioning. As you're about to see, Kawan is big on storytelling, to say the least. The following footage has been provided to us by the Crestview Police Department, Florida.
What's up, man? How you doing, sir? Hey, I'm Detective Seville. This is my partner, Detective Pate. Get your hands. I'm trying to get those off. You got different rules right here. Hey, Quan, here's the deal. Like I said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to introduce everybody. I'm going to introduce you. I'm going to get some information from you, and then we'll kind of explain to you what's going on and where it goes from here. Cool? So let me start. So you know the case that we're here about, obviously, right? Okay. We're here about a female, correct? Okay. What's her name?
Angela.
Angela?
Angelica.
Angelica. And her last name?
Gagne.
And how did you meet Angelica?
Facebook.
And how far back, or how did that happen?
And she started talking to me, and we communicated.
So she found you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We communicated, and she told me a few times come over.
Okay. You know when you met her?
I want to say like the first time I actually seen her in person.
Let's just say Facebook. Just when you first saw her and y'all started chatting.
I just got out of prison in April, so I would say May.
So early or late May?
Probably mid-May. I'm not sure because there's a lot of girls talking to me through Facebook.
So mid-May. Do you remember the first time you actually saw her face to face?
June, sometime in June.
Was it early or
early June?
Okay.
If you're wondering why Kawan went to prison, it was for selling drugs. In 2009, he was sentenced to 7 years for possession of cocaine. Then in 2015, he got another 3 years for possession of heroin. By April 2017, he was finally released on probation, fresh out of prison after nearly 8 years. Not exactly a good look when you're now suspected of murder less than 3 months later.
And where did that take place? What street was that on? You know the numbers?
I think,
How And that's basically right there at West Creek and.
Yeah, where it's like right by the Social Security, like McCourt.
Or that was the way.
Well, yeah, like wherever that is right there. I know it's a main street right there. Ultimately, so this would be.
So is that her house, her friend's house, or
It's
is
her house.
That's her house. So did she invite you over there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So she obviously provided the address at some point, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
My uncle actually picked her up from a club. She was arguing with somebody, a guy named Warren.
Okay.
Well, not Warren, some guy named Warren.
But this is after you've already chatted with her a little bit, right?
Yeah, but this is actually the first initial meeting. This is my first time meeting her.
So how did you know to go pick her up at the club?
She told me I was initially supposed to go to her house, but my ride, I don't have a car, so my ride kind of was BSing around. So then by the time I got another ride, she was like, well, I'm at some type of bar club or something like that. So I was like, okay, so I went over there. So when I went there, she was in the parking lot, you know what I'm saying?
You know the club? Which club it was?
And I did, but I've never went to the club. It was my first time. It was like man.
What side of town?
I want to say that's like I know it was close to Eldest. So that's like the north side. What you call
that's
it?
on now. That's like Belknap.
Belknap.
North 21 area.
Around that area. Around that area, Belknap, Sylvania.
Elegance it's a store, right?
Yeah, I think this club was. Well, I think this club too.
Was it right next door to it?
No, what's right next door is the old club Prom.
It wasn't that club?
No, it wasn't that club. This club. I want to say it's not really like a black club. It's like Mexicans and stuff like that.
So is it right next to Elegance or like a little bit down the road?
It had to be a little bit down the road because I know Elegance and Chrome is right by each other.
Okay, so it's further down somewhere.
Yeah,
All right. So you met up there and you were riding with somebody, I guess, and y'all picked her up?
Yeah.
Okay, and then from there you went to her house?
Yeah, we followed the Mexican dude that she was arguing with. And
so she still jumped in the car with him?
No, she got in the car with me.
So then y'all ended up at her house?
Yeah, we went to her house. He was there first. He was already there.
So he met you guys there?
Yeah, he already there. He's got like keys to, I don't know, they had some weird shit going on.
There's Juan?
Yeah, his name's Juan.
Hispanic guy?
Yeah, Hispanic guy. He got a black charges. Man, I don't know, man. I don't know. She said they was real good friends and stuff, whatever. But he was real aggressive with her when I pulled up. I just talked to him and calmed him down like, hey man,
He's Hispanic, or is he kind of like?
He's Mexican, man. I've been Texas all my life. He's Mexican.
You know what a Mexican?
Yeah, I know.
Somebody that's half and half, right?
He's Mexican.
Okay. All right. So you pull up there to be able to problem with you guys being there?
Nah, he's really got a problem with her. He's like pulling on her. And he's mad because she's trying to leave. And I'm asking her like, hey man, why you call me into this? You know what I'm saying? And, what's going on? If you want to go with him, just go. I'm going to leave. I'm stopping my ride from leaving. Like, hey, I don't want to stay because initially I was supposed to just stay there. She was like, hey, just come up here to the bar and we're going to ride back with my friend. I didn't know it was a male at the time. You know what I'm saying? So when I realized that, whenever they came out, some told me to have her come outside. So when she came outside, that's when he followed behind and they was arguing and tussling. And I'm like, hey man, what you call me to? But fast let's get in there, you know what I'm saying? He calmed down. I got him to calm down and stop pulling on her. And then that was that. She got in the car with me and he burnt off and he was headed to her house and we went there and he was already there.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So how did all that work out with all?
I mean,
before you guys?
When we got there, I mean, my ride pulled off. When we got there, I got out, my ride pulled off. He had the garage door open and his car, he got a black Charger. He was on the side on that street in front of our house. And apparently this guy's got like a key to her house or something. I don't know, but I really didn't, like I said, I had just met her. So after a while, after I was there, I realized that, you know what I'm saying, she was, so I didn't know that.
Keep in mind that at this point in time, Kwan was already looking for women he could leech off of. After all, this self-proclaimed Facebook playboy was posting left, right, and center about the overwhelming attention he got from women. Angela, unfortunately, was the one he developed a deeper relationship with as he moved in with her. But here's the kicker. Kwan didn't move in alone. He brought a kid with him.
Okay, I got like what you call a stepson. I would consider a stepson. His mother died, which was my mother, and my daughter died. They died in a car wreck. And he didn't live there, but he had spent the night. He spent the night like a couple times there, you know what I'm saying? Because I wanted him to. But she really told him that it was okay. Like, I told him, hey, my stepson's over there. I haven't seen him. I've been in prison. She's like, tell him come over. He's at work, whatever. He come over. Then she told him, like, You know what I'm saying? If you ever want to chill, you can stay here. I want to daddy here. So if you ever want to spend the night, you spend the night. So it's a couple of times he spent the night.
Make sure we're on the same page. What's his name?
Cortez.
Cortez Simmons.
Yeah.
Okay. And he is your wife's son that died in the car accident with your daughter.
Yeah, we wasn't married, but yeah.
Yeah. And her name is Levita, or okay, Levita. Okay. And that happened what, 4 or 5 years ago, something like that, longer.
2010 when he passed away.
And she had a bridge or on the freeway, right? Or something.
I'm really not sure I was in prison. I really didn't understand.
She heard she ended up dying in a fire, correct?
Yeah, her and my daughter.
Okay. Well, sorry to hear that, man. Sorry, I'm sure. So past the second bedroom, so okay, let me get back. So let's just call him Cortez. Cortez would sometimes stay in that second room. Mm-hmm. Okay. At what point, I guess, did Cortez start staying over there?
Maybe like that after I burnt out the first time when she needed somebody to come, like the second or third day. Like
so you, after 2 or 3 days of staying there, you ended up running off, right? How long were you gone before you came back?
I always came back.
So you came back that same day or the next day?
Yeah, same day.
Okay, like later on in the day,
yeah,
a couple hours later. So at that point is when you said Cortez ended up coming over?
Yeah.
Okay. And you said, I know you initially invited him, but she gave him permission to stay there, right? So how did you get in touch with Cortez? Had you been in communication with him, or had you seen him all these years, or how?
Facebook. I had talked to him on Facebook. The first day, the second day that I had got out of jail, he called me on my Facebook, like what's that, where you talk, video chat, I mean?
Yeah.
And he had a live bullet wound in his arm. He had got, or his leg, or something like that.
He got shot at.
Yeah, he had got shot, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? That's how we got in contact through Facebook.
Initially?
Okay. Yeah, initially.
All right, so you offered him a place to stay, and he was cool with that, right?
I didn't offer him a place.
She did. And both of you guys were cool with that.
Yeah.
And I'll give you this, and he agreed because he's kind of borderline homeless too, right?
I guess so.
Kind of jumping around.
Yeah, I think he was jumping around.
Remember where he was working at the time?
He said, I believe.
On the cart?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so he ended up coming over. Did he ever sleep anywhere else in that house besides that second bedroom?
Not that I know of. Oh, in the garage. He used to sleep in the garage sometimes.
Where the couches were?
Yeah.
So why did he choose to sleep in the garage sometimes?
Say it again.
So why did he decide, like, he's got the bedroom, why did he sleep in the garage?
My personal opinion, I used to ask him the same thing. When he stayed, I used to be like, why you just sitting in the garage? And he told you can sleep in the room. But my personal opinion is he was smoking K2. And we didn't want that in the house. So I think he was...
Did you actually see him doing it, or you just suspected he was doing it?
I mean, I know he was doing it. I know he was smoking K2. He was smoking K2, and we didn't want it inside. Well, she really didn't want it inside. I didn't want it inside. I didn't even want him smoking that shit. He's smoking.
So besides Cortez coming over there, hanging out with you guys, or actually staying there sometimes, who else would come over there and visit you?
The only people that came over to visit me was Cortez, my brother, and my brother's girlfriend at the time, Tiffany. Yeah.
Although Kwan tries to make it sound like their relationship was casual and mostly normal, witness testimony says otherwise. Angela's next-door neighbor reported hearing multiple arguments on the day of her murder. Most of it was drowned out by loud music, but one thing stood out. He heard Kwan say, "I'll take your life." Not long after, he heard the sound of a semi-automatic weapon being fired. If anything, this shows Kwan is violent and cruel, but he isn't stupid, because he's about to flip the entire narrative and pin it on Angela.
All right, so when's the last time you were actually there?
When I left, first of all, I was already planning on leaving to come to Florida because I've been talking to this girl out here in Florida. You know, Desiree? Yeah, Desiree. So I had already been planning to leave, you know what I'm saying? I had told her this, you know what I'm saying, but I was still kind of, because of Cortez, you know what I'm saying? So I wasn't really quite sure or whatever. But what sealed the deal that I was going to leave is when she be spazzing out. That's when I started getting nervous. Okay, one time she spazzed out, like all the way spazzed out. That was the same exact day that she told Cortez that he could live there. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what transpired But I had came in the house, that we was in the backyard. I had came in the house, I came back from the backyard. I mean, I came back from in the house and went back to the backyard. When I got to the backyard, you know, what the hell was going on? Like, he, like, wanted to hit her, and, Cortez, yeah, he wanted to hit her. And I'm like, what are you doing? And he was like, man, I don't know what she was saying, but I was more focused on him, like, 'cause I'm looking at him, like, he's gonna hit her, and I'm like, what you doing, man? What's going on? He was like, Pops, she hit me in my mouth, So I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, and she just playing with you, cause I'm like, I know she ain't just, she don't even know him like this. Like, what happened? What changed with happened that fast? You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, so, he was like, she hit me in my mouth. So, he didn't really elaborate on it. He was like, then he started saying, she keep telling me, that, mama, that she my mama now, and this, that. So I'm like, man, she don't mean no harm. I'm like, man, you can't tell him that, you know, his mama's dead. You know what I'm saying? You can't, don't tell him that. I know maybe your heart's in the right place, but you can't, the way you saying it, it ain't the right, that's not the right way to put it. You know what I'm saying? So I calmed her down. I'm telling her, I'm like, let's just go in the house. So she goes in the house, and when soon as she walks in the house, man, I swear to God, man, she just falls. Boom, boom. I'm like, damn, she feel hard. I'm trying to help her up. I help her up. I'm like, damn, baby, just, what? Where's she from the house? Like right when you come from the back door, where the backyard is, as soon as you walk towards the kitchen, like you finna come through the little dining area and you coming in the hallway, like finna start walking down the hallway, she fell. That's when I helped her up. So when I helped her up, I'm like, damn, baby. Then she pulled away from me. She trying to walk again. I'm talking about, she fell again. So I'm like, God damn, it's like funny, sort of, kind of, you know what I'm saying? Because she's like, I can tell she's drunk. And she got like she drink a lot of liquor, you know what I'm saying? So she's drunk. So she falls, I help her, I'm kind of laughing it out. Man, when I help her up this time, she takes out on me. Boom, hit me in my mouth. So I'm like, whoa, what's wrong? I'm trying to help you. Boom, boom, she hit me again. So I'm like, hey, so I grab her arms. I'm like, hey man, please don't hit me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to do this shit. Like, I don't want to do all that. You know what I'm saying? All this is where, in the hallway or what? Just right in the hallway. Right now we like, this is the second time she fell. So when she hit me, we're in the hallway, but like right in front of the bedroom we sleep in. Mm-hmm. So she walks away and goes towards the living room. I go in the bedroom and I'm like, man, I need to get away from her. And I'm like, man, she just told my son, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, man.
Usually cops struggle to get a suspect to talk, but Kawan makes their job easy, rambling on, and unfortunately on, about how he was the real victim in this relationship. But no matter how much he pretends to be innocent, there's still one detail he can't explain. Right around the time of the murder, Kawan took a Greyhound bus from Texas to Florida under an assumed name, no less. If he really was Angela's victim, the first thing he'd do is call the cops. So why was he trying to run from them instead?
Let's talk about when was the last time you were actually there?
Like, I want to say like the 10th or the 11th, I want to say. But I'm really not sure, man. I'm just really not sure.
Yeah, we're talking about June, right?
Yeah, June.
So why do you think it's the 10th or 11th?
I mean, it's just what I think, because I came to Florida. I'm not even sure what day I came to Florida, but I know it had to have been around that time because I wasn't staying with her for like 2 or 3 days before I came to Florida. You know what I'm saying?
How did you get to Florida?
On the bus.
Okay. Which bus?
Greyhound.
You know what city you landed in?
What do you mean?
Like, where's the bus station? What part of Florida was the bus station at?
Right here.
In Fort Walton?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you buy a ticket or somebody bought a ticket?
Somebody else bought a ticket for it.
What name?
What do you mean?
What name was the ticket under?
Tom.
Tom. You know the last name?
Oh, no, I'm not sure.
Who bought it for you?
My cousin.
Who's your cousin?
Edwin.
You know his last name? And where is he at now?
I'm not sure. I don't know his address.
Okay. So you think around the 10th or 11th you were there, right? What caused you to leave, or why did you want to leave the house?
Okay, I was trying to figure out a way to leave, for one, because this is what I'm trying to tell you happened. Okay, So the next argument that happened, which was the last argument, okay, the next argument that happened, I'm trying to remember how did this happen? Oh, okay, bam. She left with some, one of those, you know what I'm saying, her clients, when she referred to him.
With the guy?
Yeah.
She left who the guy was?
No, I really don't.
White, black, Hispanic guy?
I never seen him.
You know what he's driving?
No, she wanted me to hide. She didn't want him to see me.
Did he come in the house or she met him?
I don't know. She told she wanted me to hide. So I hid in the bathroom that was in her room, and I closed the bedroom door, and I stayed in there. So I've never seen him.
So she left with him?
Yeah, she left.
Okay. Where did they go?
I don't know.
Okay. So, did she ever come back?
Yeah. So, man, that's what I'm trying to get to.
Okay.
So, man, you know, I mean, she's, like calling her house phone, talking to me like different spurts throughout the time while she with him and stuff, you know what I'm saying? But it started getting late, and I told her, I'm like, you know, because I don't know if she wants me to hide when he come back. I don't know if he's going to come in. I don't know what's going on, so I'm getting tired. I'm ready to go to sleep, but I'm scared to go to sleep because I don't, you know what I'm saying? And then,
What time do you think she left?
I'm not sure, bro.
How long do you think she was gone? Like how many hours?
Few hours, some hours. It was nighttime. It was late night when she got.
So you think she was gone 4, 5, 6, 7, 8
I'm
hours?
not sure. I can't remember what time she left. I just know I was there by myself.
Oh, she would call you. Did you ever ask her, hey, where are you? What time you coming home? Anything like that?
I really, she would check in with me. She would call her house phone and check in with me.
But wouldn't tell you where she was at or what time she was coming home?
Nah, you know what I'm saying? So until, like I'm telling you, until she had called and I was like, man, I'm dozing off. You know what I'm saying? What do you want me to do? Because I'm dozing off. You know what I'm saying? So she was like, just stay in the room and I'm going to lock the front door and I'm going to come in through the garage. I'm like, all right. Well, all that was already done. So I just went to sleep. By this time, before I went to sleep though, Cortez was there with me. Okay, so, man, so I went to sleep. I woke up. When I woke up, I seen her purse on the, whatever you call it, little thing next to the bed, the nightstand.
What kind of purse you got?
Yeah, I have no idea. I just remember a purse. So I don't really pay attention to that type of stuff. So she had a purse right there on the nightstand. So, anyways, so I'm like, so she got to be back. That's what I'm thinking. She's not in the bedroom with me though. So I'm like, she got to be back. So
Kwan gives no additional details about Tom, who supposedly bought the ticket for him, or the so-called mystery man Angela disappeared with. And if you thought that was bad, his story is about to get a whole lot worse.
So I'm like, she got to be back. So, anyways, yeah. So I'm like, she got to be back. So, I had a phone that it wasn't on, but I used to access the internet off of it. So,
Is that a different phone from the other phone?
yeah. This was actually my phone. This was my phone, but it wasn't on. You know what I'm saying?
Is that the one you got when you got out of prison, or is this a different phone?
Nah, it's a different phone. It was a different phone.
And they didn't have any service on it? No phone number calls?
No, just
internet?
I just access the internet. Used to access
Her internet?
her internet. Okay, so man, so I was going through it to get to her Facebook so I could message her and see was she still at home? Did she come back? Did she leave? She's still there? Because I'm really kind of scared to walk out the room because I don't know if, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if whoever her client is, I don't know if he's in the living room or what. You know what I'm saying? So
You don't hear anybody else in the house, right?
no, I know my son is there though.
Did he come in and check on you?
No, I knew that he was there before I went to sleep. You get what I'm saying? So
Did you tell him too, hey, you need to hide and don't be making any noise?
I didn't tell him that, but that's why I was calling her. Like, that's another thing I had told her too. Whenever she called her phone, that's why I was like, you know, my son's here now, and you know, what do you want me to do? That goes into that.
Did you tell him as well that, hey, she's left with somebody and she'll probably be back, so you need to be quiet and all that?
I don't think I told him, but I did tell him. I did used to tell him like, she, you know what I'm saying? She be, you know, turning tricks. I know that's what she's doing. You know what I'm saying? So. I did tell him that, so, but I don't know if I told him that day. I know I ain't telling him to hide. I don't think I told him to hide. I didn't tell him to do nothing like that. But anyways, so before I could even message her, she comes in the room and she's got, I think I just lied.
Well, we're glad to see that Kwan has at least some level of self-awareness. More importantly, Kwan is not as clueless as he looks or sounds. surprisingly. By now, he's probably realized the biggest piece of evidence against him is the 911 call Angela made, and every word he's spoken so far has been carefully laying the groundwork for an intricate story to disprove that call.
Anyway, well, this is what I know happened. I know that I was laying down in the bed, and I was walking up again, and she was in the bed with me, and she was like trying to shove like a hot wing or something in my damn mouth, and I was like, it woke me up, and it's like all the sauce on my face and stuff, and I'm like, she was like, taste it, so I'm eating it, but I don't like all the sauce that's on it because it's all on my face. It was just kind of irritating when I was waking up, so I was like, I'm good. I'm like, baby, I'm good. I'm all right. She was like, I'm trying to feed you. I'm like, I understand, but I'm tired and it's got too much sauce on it. And so she was like, okay, all right, well, I'm gonna leave it right here. You can eat it however you want to eat it. And she left out. So I'm trying to go back to sleep. So then the message comes through on my phone again, and for the the Facebook, and she's like, spazzing out. You don't have shit. You ain't shit. You just up in here.
Same night.
It's the night that she been gone and she come back.
Yeah.
So you don't have. You ain't shit. You lame. You full of shit. You ain't shit. I'm trying to be nice to you and feed you and you're being disrespectful and mean and this and that. Woo woo woo. So you know what I'm saying? You ain't shit. You ain't got shit. You broke. You. I mean, she just just going like, oh, where's all this shit coming from? So I walk out the room. No. I was going to respond back to it. Even though we're in the same house, I'm going to respond back to it through this messenger on Facebook.
What was the message she sent you?
I just told you.
What was it? I can't remember. Sorry.
Excuse me?
I was listening to, I was talking like.
I said she was just like, you don't got shit.
Oh, okay. I thought she was telling you this in person. So this is all on Facebook.
It's on Facebook.
Okay.
So I'm like, so if I responded back or if I'm about to respond, but what I do remember is that I heard the door slam real hard. So
which door?
I don't know. So that's why I got up and left out the room. So I left out the room and I went to Cortez was in that other room. So I went over there.
The second spare room?
Yeah. So I went over there and I'm like, was that you slamming the door? He was like, nah, it was her. So I'm like, okay, so common sense tells me she got to be in the garage. You know what I'm saying? So I open up the garage door, and I'm like, what's wrong? You slammed it? Was that you slammed the door? What happened? You okay? She was like, yeah, I slammed the door. It's my house. I paid the bill. She was you started going that way. So I was like, hey, listen. I'm like, man, look, you told me to come over here and chill and watch movies. And after that, you told me you wanted me to stay here. You told my son you wanted him to stay here. Like, hey, I didn't ask you for none of this. I'm not homeless. You know what I'm saying? I got somewhere to go stay. I didn't ask you for this. You know what I'm saying? So she started talking shit. So then I'm walking away. There she go again, throwing glass, man. She throwing glass cups and throwing stuff at me, man. So I'm like, man,
in the garage or where you at now?
In the house. She threw it from the garage. So I'm like, man, and then she's just throwing stuff in the garage too, just cracking glasses. She just tripping. So I'm like, man, so now I'm trying to get through on Facebook, trying to get people to come get me. Nobody want to come get me. It's late, man. It's probably like, I want to say it's like 1, 2 in the morning.
Do you remember who you called in?
I really don't. I hit up a bunch of people. A lot of people didn't respond. I mean, it's 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, man, and I don't got a phone using Facebook. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you just say, hey, anybody available for a ride?
Yeah, I need a ride. I'm going through something. I need a ride. I hit my brother up. He wouldn't come. You know what I'm saying? I hit my brother. I hit my mama up. My brother was at my mama's house. My mama tried to wake him up. He didn't want to come. You know what I'm saying? I was down bad. So, but before I even did all that, I'm skipping the part. Before I even started calling people, I thought I was being slick. I was like, this is what I'm going to do. And my mom was like, I'm going to pack the few little outfits I got. I'm going to just pack that up real quick. And I'm just going to sit in the living room like I'm waiting on the ride. Maybe she'll like see me about to leave and try to chill. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I did. So I went and told Cortez too. I'm like, man, she tripping again, bro, throwing glass and stuff like that. She didn't hit me or nothing, but I'm like, man, she tripping again. I'm like, man, it's probably not safe for neither one of us to really be here, man. I'm like, man, you know what I'm saying? So, but I'm just like, just be alert, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, so I go, like I said, I grab a little bag, I go sit in the living room. She's in the garage, so I'm sitting in that living room right there when you first walk in through the front door. She come through the, from the garage, she comes to the living room. So she's like, she see my little bag or whatever, so she like, somebody come to get you. No, she was like, are you about to leave? And I'm like, if I can get a ride. So she was like, okay, well, get your shit out right now. So I'm like, all right. So now I'm walking back to where Cortez is, and I'm letting her know, like, hey man, she's telling me to get out right now, you know what I'm saying? So I go back there and let her know. So when I go back there, she goes back there like runs ahead of me, you know what I'm saying? And she's trying to like stop me from opening up Cortez's door, you know, or the door where he's at, or whatever. So I'm like, come on man, let me talk to my son. So her hand is on the doorknob, my hand is over her hand on the doorknob, and I'm twisting the doorknob, opening up the door. So she snatches her hand and she runs. Before she runs to the garage, she tells Cortez, she's like, you don't have to go, you don't have to go, you don't have to go. So then she runs to the garage. So I tell Cortez, I'm like, man, you 17, you finna be 18. You want to stay here? That's on you, man. I'm like, but I'm finna go. You know what I'm saying? So she put me out anyway, so I gotta go, bro. I don't know what to tell you, you know what I'm saying? So, but I'm like, help me with this shit though, because I don't know, I have no idea what I'm about to do. Like, I don't know what, you know what I'm saying? So,
Help you with what?
the little thing that I have my clothes in, so I'm like, help me. So,
You have it in.
like, I had some little grocery bags inside, like a little, I had like a little, what do you call them, little bins, like a little bin.
Plastic container.
Yeah, like a little gray container I had, that my brother had brought from my mother's house for me, you know what I'm saying? Because I ain't had no change of clothes, and she wanted me to stay, so he brought me a few clothes, outfits and stuff.
So you asked him for some help?
Yeah. So, so he's helping me. So we going out. So before I even get out the door, when Cortez coming up there, I don't know what he said. He said something to her in the garage, but she's on the phone.
This is the moment Kwan has been building his entire story for, because in moments from now, he's about to flip the context of the 911 call completely.
I walked towards the garage with him, which is not a wall. I mean, my clothes right here by the front door, the garage door right there. I'm just like this. So I overhear a conversation. She's on the phone. So she's like, yes, I want to report. I just got in my heart, and I'm like, are you serious? Like, I didn't even touch you. I didn't do nothing to you. Like, what are you talking about? So she's like, yeah. So she's like, yeah, you going to jail? Yeah, you going to jail? You on parole? Yeah, you cut your mind off. You're going to jail. You're going to jail. You're going to jail. I told you if you leave here, you're going to jail. You're going to jail. So I'm like, man, come on, Cortez. Hit me with this. Let's go. Because this is what I'm thinking. I know I ain't touched this girl, but what's in my head is I cut my leg on top when I got out of prison. So it doesn't matter if I touch this girl or not. When the police get her, I'm going to jail. So I'm finna leave, man, because I don't want to give her the benefit. I don't want to give her the benefit of her seeing that she got me put in jail. Yeah, the satisfaction, that's the word I'm looking for, that she got me put in jail, knowing that I ain't do shit. So, bam, so that ain't even the most, man. I'm serious, man. So we leave, you know what I'm saying? He helped me, man.
Where y'all go?
There's some apartments right behind 7-Eleven right there. So I just set my stuff down right there. So I'm using his little number phone that I gave him, whatever, basically. So anyway, so I'm trying to call her while I can't get nobody. I can't get nobody to come get me. I mean, it's just that's when I start calling out a ride. I never called a ride when I told you I was calling everybody, my brother, my mama. I never called them there. So mind you, I can't access Facebook. So a lot of people's numbers I don't have. I can't access Facebook because I'm not at our house no more. You get what I'm saying? So I'm just over here and my numbers are limited that I know I can't get nobody to come get me. And Cortez, he like shit, I mean, she didn't put me out. So yeah, I'm gonna go back. So at first I'm like, man, just chill a little while longer with me. Then he's like, man, what you want me to do, Pops? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking about, I'm like, man, he worked right there, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm like, man, just go ahead, bro, go ahead and go back. You know what I'm saying? So he goes back and like, about, in my mind, what I'm estimating, by the time he made it back, like, I'm just, like, estimating in my mind, okay, he's back already. Next thing you know, I see two Fort Worth police cars come flying down the street. So I'm thinking to myself, like, is she, like, gonna lie on my son? Is she doing this? You get what I'm saying? That's the first thing across my mind. Like,
You're standing right behind the 7-Eleven.
I don't know nobody over there. I'm just sitting right there, and I don't really feel comfortable right there, and I don't, you know. So I leave the little bin thing that I got my little clothes in or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I leave it right there, you know what I'm saying? And I walk back towards the house. Okay, well, when I walk back towards the house, I don't see no police officer, but nothing, but the Wi-Fi kicks in on the phone. So I hit Cortez up, and I'm like,
On the number or the other phone? What? The other phone?
on Facebook.
On your other phone?
I'm on Facebook.
Okay.
So
And
I only have Facebook. He has it.
you have your other phone with the Facebook?
Yeah,
Okay.
right. So I hit him up like, you okay? He like, yeah, but he's like, it was kind of weird. I ain't gonna lie, it was kind of weird because every time I'm saying something to him, she hears what I'm saying. So I'm like Cortez, like, I'm checking on you, man. I'm trying to make sure you all right, but it's like something weird is going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like something weird was going on. So every time I tell him, like, man, are you okay, man? I know you feel like maybe you ain't got nowhere to go, bro, but it might not be the best place for you, because I don't even think it's the best place for me, bro, and I can't even get nobody to come pick me up. You know what I'm saying? And she's in the background, yeah, you going to jail. She knows it's me. She's, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man. So, anyways, I don't know. So she snatched the phone. I hear him like, stop. So she snatched the phone from him. So she's like, if you don't come here right now, you're going to jail. I didn't call the police. I didn't really call the police. If you don't come here right now, you're going to jail. So I'm like, man, look how you acting. You know what I'm saying? No, you know what I'm saying? I'm just worried about my son. You know what I'm saying? But really, I really don't have nowhere to go right now until maybe people start waking up and try to come get me. So I on her porch, but no, I'm saying it wrong. Yeah, I sit down on her porch. She don't know I'm on the porch. So I tell Cortez, I said, open the door. I tell Cortez to open the door. So he opened the door.
Yeah, I was just by phone or on Facebook?
On Facebook. But at the same time, I tell him come open up the door. He's not responding to me, so I just rang the doorbell. So now it's not a secret that somebody's at the door. So by the time I ring the doorbell, like, immediately he opened up the door, and she's like, who is that? So he was like, that's my pops. So I go in. She's in the garage. He's want to open up the door. So I go in, and she's like, are you going to stay? And I'm like, I don't know. She's like, well, if you don't, you're going to jail. I'm like, hell no. I'm like, man, Cortez, you good, bro? I'm like, you good? I heard that y'all scuffling with the phone and shit. I ain't know what was going on, man. You good? He's like, I'm good. So I leave back out. But I don't go nowhere. I'm sitting on the porch. But, so I call Cortez on Facebook again. He like, she called the police for real this time. I'm like, man, he did nothing to this girl. So he was like, so I guess she got off the phone or whatever. So with the police. So I'm still on the Facebook with Cortez, and he like, Pops, she is crazy. She's hitting on herself. She's hitting herself. I'm like, what? So I'm trying to get him. I'm like, you need to record that. I want you to record that. You know what I'm saying? So, what is happening? So, so then, I don't know if he recorded it. I don't know, but I'll try to get it recorded. Like, he can't record while we on Facebook, I guess. So I don't know. But then he's like, Pop, she just came in the room with me. She packing all my stuff up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right. I'm like, man, I know it's probably ain't feeling that, but it might be, even though she's doing it, it might be the best thing, bro. You know what I'm saying? So she packing his stuff up. So he's like helping her pack it, but I can still hear what's going on, but I can't really see because he don't got the phone in her hand. So he's like helping her pack it. So then I don't know what transpired. She just bust out crying. I don't know. I can't remember. I heard them talking. It wasn't nothing negative or nothing. It's just, I just really can't remember, but something led to another, and then she was just like, he was confused, like, cause she was like, you don't have to go. He was like, you packing up my stuff. She was like, well, your dad wants you to leave, saying, I don't, you know what I'm saying, this, and that, and she was like, you don't have to go. She started crying and crying and crying, so I'm like, Cortez, man, if that's the case, just stay in the room and go to sleep. Stay in the room and just go to sleep, man.
With this, Kwan has changed the narrative from Angela being a victim to her blackmailing him with self-inflicted injuries. And he makes sure to go into painstaking detail about just how crazy she was throughout this interview. But there is still one big question remaining. Why did he book a bus using a fake name almost immediately after her murder? Of course, Kwan has an answer for that too. An equally, if not more elaborate story than the one he's just told.
So what ended up making you leave? I mean, probably all that, but let's talk about the last day that you got up and left out of there.
The last day, what made it easy for me to leave is because she needed me. She needed me to leave because she said she had a client that was a good client and possibly wanted to spend the night.
Okay.
So
what type of day was this when she first started telling you this?
She was telling me this, I want to say, it was afternoon. It had been, getting late.
So now we're talking about the 10th or the 11th, or are we talking about a different date?
Whatever day, the last day it was. If I left on the 10th, then that's what day it was. If I left on the 11th, then that's what day it was.
So you're saying around noon, she started telling you, hey, I got somebody coming over?
No, it's later than that. Way later than that.
What time do you think?
It was late. I'm going to say she had already been telling me that they was coming, but they wasn't going to be getting in till late. I don't even think I think that they was from Oklahoma or something like that.
Okay.
So
what time were you thinking?
When she started telling me, or what time she started telling me, or what time did I leave?
What time did she start talking to you about this?
Around about evening time, afternoon, evening. It wasn't noon, it was afternoon. I'm going to say evening.
Evening, so we're talking about 6, 7, 8 o'clock?
Yeah, and we had just been chilling, no arguing, no nothing. We were just chilling and watching movies and stuff in the living room.
So what was the deal with this guy? Why is this guy so special?
I guess because, I don't know. Man, I mean, we don't really talk about it.
She to leave on this.
Yeah, she wants me to leave, and he's getting in late, and he's gonna beat her. So
she give you a name for this guy?
I never asked nobody's name.
Okay. So now we're getting closer to this. Okay. So what time do you end up having to leave?
I end up leaving late. I end up leaving like about 1. About 1 in the morning.
So what happened around this time that it was time for you to go? Did she tell you, hey, it's time for you to go? Or did he pull up? Or what happened there?
I was just waiting on a ride. She had first, at first, I was waiting on a ride. I was trying to get my brother to come get me, but my brother's at work.
That's Victor?
Yeah.
Okay.
So my brother's at work, and she was trying to get him to come over there, you know what I'm saying? She was like, come, you can come over and chill, you know what I'm saying? Before I get ready to leave, whatever. We just chilling, drinking, just chilling and whatever, you know what I'm saying? That was all on Facebook, you know what I'm saying, or whatnot. But anyways, I left.
Okay. What time did you leave?
By like 1.
1 o'clock. Who picked you up?
I walked down the street first for a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And cause I was on the phone, I didn't want her to hear who I was talking to.
And where'd you walk to?
Just right in front of the house, cause I still needed to use the
Facebook
Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi, and so I had to, because I didn't know my cousin's number by heart, so I had to get him, contact him on
Facebook. Is that Edwin or another cousin?
No, this is Edwin.
Okay. So you were able to get a hold of him through Facebook, right?
Yeah.
And what did you tell him on Facebook?
Did I need him to come get me?
Okay. And did he come get you?
No, he did not come get me.
Or what was the excuse?
I don't know. He just couldn't come get me right then. So
he just said I can't.
So
okay.
what ended up happening is I ended up walking. So I told her. So she told me she was like, if you can't find a ride, maybe you could come back. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe you could come back, just let me see what's going on.
Did you take all your stuff with you, or what you have with you?
All I had was the little bin. So I had
plastic container?
Yeah, I just left the plastic container at the house. So I took out walking at first. You know what I'm saying? I took out walking because I didn't want him to pull up and I still be there. So
you didn't have anything with you?
At the time, I didn't have anything with me. So then I ended up coming back and to use the Wi-Fi. And I don't see no cars out there or nothing like that. I come back to use the Wi-Fi, and that's when my cousin find me a ride. So
He found you a ride?
Yeah, he found me a ride. So he had somebody come pick me up.
Found you a ride?
So
Did he call you or text message or Facebook you? Say, I got your ride?
Facebook. So anyway, so I get the ride. He asked me the address. That's all he asked. So he asked the address. So I waited there, and on the corner of the street, they came. They picked me up.
Who picked you up?
I don't know who they was. My cousin's gay. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I don't. You know, he sent a gay dude to pick me up, and I really wanted to go that way.
Black, Hispanic guy?
Black.
So driving?
It was some type of black car. I'm not sure. My cousin got a black car too, but he had some type of black car. I'm not sure.
He didn't tell you his name or nickname or anything like that?
He did, but I really don't remember because I mean, like I said, he's gay. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to.
What corner were you waiting on? The south end by Alta Mesa or on the other end?
Well, I was waiting on that end down there, but he had passed. I guess he drove by me and I didn't know. So when he drove by me, that's when I started walking that way. And so I passed. I was waiting for the Alta Mesa and whatever, Woodbeach right there, and then I started walking back this way, and it just like in the middle of the street, past the house, past me, and I got in the car and we left. We left out the other way, going towards the 7-Eleven, and he took me to Arlington.
And whose house did you go to in Arlington?
Turn.
And that's on Cottonwood?
I don't even know this street by heart. I went to his house.
And Tons is the big guy, right?
Yeah.
He's bedridden?
Yeah, he don't get out the bed at all.
Okay. So you went there. Did they give you permission to go there, or you just knew you were okay to go there?
Always good to go
Just
there.
popped up. Okay. Did you tell them why you were there?
No, I just didn't want to go to my mama's house, so I just went over there.
Okay. At what point do you hear that something may have happened back over at Angela's house?
The same day that my ticket, that I'm supposed to leave for my ticket, this girl, no, hold on, okay, hold on, what was it? Somebody, a girl, I want to say Gina, somebody hit me up and said that one of my Facebook friends had been contacting all of my friends, and this Facebook friend doesn't know none of these friends. You get what I'm saying? Like, and was like trying to find out where was I and what happened, what's going on. So then, next thing you know, somebody told me when I got in contact with her, well, she got in contact with somebody. So when I got in contact with them, they was like, they found that girl dead in her house. You get what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, dude, I really need to leave. You know what I'm saying? Because I know. That was like, when I found that out, I want to say that I had been in my cousin's house for like 2-3 days already. So, I don't know. I got scared.
Did you already have the ticket, or you bought the ticket after you found out?
No, the ticket was already bought.
It was already purchased.
Yeah.
All right.
Kwan might think that he has just outsmarted detectives with this story. However, he missed one important detail despite being a professional rambler: the disappearance of the 3 flat-screen TVs from Angela's house. Before this interview, detectives spoke with one of Kwan's acquaintances. This man admitted to helping Kwan sell 3 TVs, only to later realize they were stolen. This matches up exactly with the TVs that were stolen from Angela's home. Now, how will Kwan weasel his way out of this one?
Hey, Q1, one thing I forgot to ask you. Besides your gray tub with clothes, is there anything else that you took from that house, whether it's yours or not yours?
The 2 flash screens she gave me, I took them, but I had took them before, I took them away from the house before all this. So
Before the incident?
Yeah.
Before the last time she told you to leave, she had a guy come up. That was the last time. So you remember how many days prior to that you took the TVs?
Probably about 2-3 days.
And where did you take those to?
To Thomas' house.
Okay. You remember what brand TVs they were?
No, I really don't, because I didn't have no intentions on keeping them.
You know what size they were?
I really don't.
Did you say they were small?
But one of them was a little small, one of them was a little big.
So they're kind of different sizes? Okay.
They weren't just small, either one of them was small, like, but it was two TVs in the garage.
Why did she give you those 2?
She just gave them to me, saying I don't use for them.
They work?
Yeah, they work. she told me one of them I could put it in the room with Cortez if I wanted to. I never did because she always wanted to be in the garage. And I wanted the money.
What happened to those TVs later?
I sold them.
You sold them? Who'd you sell them to?
I didn't know. I didn't know who they was.
How'd you get in touch with these people?
I'm not the one who got in touch with somebody named Joe.
Joe.
I don't know his last name. He lived with time.
Drives a Marine Expedition.
Yeah.
Okay. How much you sell them for?
I can't even remember. It's a couple $100, I think. A couple hundred.
Okay.
Shortly after this not-so-convincing conversation, detectives go on a break, compiling statements from Kwan's brother and son, Zondadric and Cortez, and saying that they told detectives a lot would be the understatement of the century. According to them, Kwan believed Angela was trying to set him up. A day before the murder, he messaged Zondadric on Facebook, asking him to bring a gun and voicing his suspicion. The next day, on June 10th, Zondadric came to Angela's house and stayed in the garage with Cortez. Moments later, Kwan stormed in, saying, "I gotta get out of here. She's crazy." Angela soon entered, pleading with him to calm down and saying she loved him. In response, Kwan demanded the gun from Zondadric, the same one he'd asked for earlier, then grabbed Angela by the hair and dragged her into a spare bedroom. Before taking her, Kwan told Zondadric to rob the house, and in particular, the TVs. Shortly after, loud music began blasting in the house to drown out any noise, and Kwan shot Angela. He even turned on the stove burners, hoping to set the house on fire. At this point, Cortez was panicking, and the two brothers threatened him, saying they'd kill him if he told anyone about what happened. Then, as Cortez hurriedly fled, he heard more gunshots go off. For this entire interview, detectives had to listen to Kwan's stories, which were as bad as nails on a chalkboard. But now the tables will turn on this sick and twisted individual.
You good, man? All right, man. Well, here's the deal. Q1, obviously, we've been able to get some of your story here. I think, you've been able to read Detective Page 9. I don't know what you were expecting. I don't know if you were expecting kind of what you see on TV, where people come in here and yell at you and scream at you and bang on the table. That's not the kind of guys we are, man. And to be honest, I didn't know what to expect from you. I thought you were going to be a hardcore felon because, obviously you've been around the block. We did our homework. All this includes stuff about you and other people that we dealt with in this case, okay? So, honestly, I really didn't know what to expect, okay? I thought you were going to be a hardcore, I don't want, just being hardcore, especially being from the east side. I grew up on the east side, and I know how some of those guys are. We work the east side. We know how it is. And at one point, we ended up with Zondadric. And you may or may not be aware, which I think you're a smart guy. He was arrested.
Yeah, I know he was arrested.
Okay, he was arrested. And I don't know how close you guys are, how tight you are, what you believe, what kind of guy he is, or what kind of man he is. But I can tell you that Zondadric has never caught himself in a position where he is facing a capital murder case. We're talking about life or death here, as far as punishment. So whether or not you think that he's the type of guy that's not going to talk to us, that's not going to give us what we need to know, he's going to sit there and take it. This ain't the kind of case where he was going to do that. I think he tried, but at the end of the day, he knew that we had way too much information on this case regarding him, regarding other people that may have been with Zondadric, and he told us the truth, okay? Not only that, we have video of pretty much play-by-play on what happened. And I know you probably talked to your mom. I don't know if you talked to your mom, but he called your mom and told your mom, "Mom, they got play-by-play about what happened. I couldn't lie to them. I told them what happened."
The videos the detective refers to here shows Zondadric and Kwan carrying the TVs out of the house, despite their attempts to disable the cameras. After taking Angela, Kwan had warned Zondadric about the surveillance, so he knocked one of the cameras over in response.
And he asked your mom, and I'm not bullshitting you. I haven't bullshitted you once since we've been here, and I'm going to fly straight with you because I think you can fly straight here too. He told your mom, "Just tell my brother he needs to do what he needs to do to get some of these years off." And I'm not bullshitting you about that, man. That's 100% true. Okay? He said, "You need to tell my brother to do what he's got to do to get some years off me." That is something that I would have never thought about saying or even coming up with those kind of words. That's straight from his mouth, okay? He gave me and gave Detective Page details about what happened in that house, very specific that only he would have known. And we knew that at one point he came back to the house. We didn't understand why he would have come back to that house, okay? And I'm not going to give you about what he told us leading up to why he came up to the house, but I'm going to tell you because I want you to believe me that he told us what happened, okay? He told us that he came back to that house and he was locked out of the house when he tried to get back in. He jumped the fence. The back door was locked. He broke the door with his elbow and cut himself all up. And he had to wrap his arm around with his t-shirt, okay? And then he left out the front door and he was actually supposed to have been at work when all this was going on, and he left work to come hang out with you, and then shit hit the fan, and then what happens, and then he ends up having to break back into the house, and then he ends up going back to work to finish off his shift, okay? I'm telling you that we wouldn't have had those details without have gotten it from him. You know what I'm saying?
This is why I know, this is what I'm trying to tell you. I did not kill that girl, so everything that you're saying, I don't really care because I know that
you gotta care.
I did not kill her.
If you didn't kill her, then Zondadric killed her.
I did not kill her.
Because I can say without a fact that you, Zondadric, and Cortez Sims were the last three in that house when she was alive. The car pulls up. I'll give you a little bit more, and this is the last I'm going to give you because I'm only trying to help you out, bro. And I'm trying to help you to help Zondadric and help the 17-year-old kid that's supposed to be cared about. The car pulls up. Zondadric goes in. I say, what kind of car you drive? I drive a silver car. Drive his girl Tiffany's car. Drives in, drives up, goes in the house. A few minutes later, they're coming out with shit, and you're coming out at some point with some stuff too, okay? Cortez ends up not getting in the car at the end of the day when you guys leave. He ends up calling a ride. That car pulls up. It's a black Charger with black wheels. He gets in that car. Y'all kind of meet over at the car, and then he leaves. You get in the passenger seat, and you leave with Zondadric. About an hour later, he's coming back, breaking into the house. It's there, man. So the thing is, either he did it or you did it. Maybe even Cortez, but I don't think Cortez because we haven't quite eliminated him yet. But I know for a fact that either Zondadric or you're the ones that ended up shooting that lady. So that's kind of where we're at, man. So honestly, we made this trip for you and for your brother, really, because he said you need to talk to him. And when he called his mom, your mom, he told her, tell my brother to do what he's got to do to get some of these years off of him. That's kind of where we're at, man. So at the end of the day, we're here for you. You want to stick to the story you just gave us about how you weren't there, that's fine, because the way we're going to write it up is that this is what you told us. People are going to down the road are the ones that are going to look at this, and they're going to look at you as that person that doesn't give a shit, as a hardcore criminal that just ended up killing this woman for whatever reason, who knows what, or it's this guy that may have made a mistake. So right now, I know what Zondadric's telling me, but I got to hear that from you. Because at the end of the day, either he did it or you did it or both of y'all did it. Because right now, both of you are in the same pot. That's kind of where we're at, man. And I haven't bullshit one time since we've been here, and I don't intend to do that.
Yeah.
I have? Okay, which part?
I prefer not to say.
Okay.
Just one key thing is I know I just want to terminate the interview right now. I want to terminate the interview, and I'd rather speak with a lawyer before I do talk anymore.
Okay. Well, you have that right. Okay. What's going to happen from here, don't say another word, you terminate it, but I'm going to kind of explain what's happening now. You're probably going to be here until you get brought to Fort Worth. Zondadric's already in jail, and he's going to be tried with capital murder. I know there's other people that were aware of the situation, including your mom, your sister, and Tiffany, Ton, and Joseph, and a couple other guys that live in that house, and I'll be dealing with them as well. So that's kind of where we're at, all right? I don't know when you're going to end up back in Fort Worth. I'll leave you a card if you decide you want to set the record straight. Call me or send me a kite or have your mom or somebody give me a shot. Fair enough? All right.
Even until the very bitter end, Quan tried his best to outmaneuver detectives by asking for a lawyer. And it would work for a while, because it took over 5 years for him to finally face trial. In the meantime, he kept busy posting on Facebook, claiming the cops were lying to the world. By August 2022, the jury found Quan guilty of capital murder. Despite his attempt to contest the admissibility of the 911 call, he was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. As for Zondadric, he pleaded guilty to murder in February of 2023 and was sentenced to 30 years in prison.